Hey guys, I just wanted to jump into this video. So this is going to be like a new kind of series on my channel. I'm gonna call it Car Talks or something like that. But my phone is currently propped up on my information display. I do drive a 2017 Subaru base model Impreza, if you're curious. I love it. But anyway, so I just wanted to make this new series, and every now and again I'll just sit in the car and have a chat, because I don't know, I like doing that. It's like talking. But so I am just leaving the gym now. It is January 31st, 2019, and my car is telling me it's 5 degrees out, which I mean isn't like Michigan cold where it's like -40, but it's definitely still cold. So that's what I'm dealing with. I got the heat going, and if you hear any noises, it might be my radio. Let me just turn that off. Or I was gonna hold my phone while I go. It's probably the road noise because I'm driving, so it wouldn't be unreasonable if you heard road noise while I'm in the car. Anyway, so I just wanted to talk today about kind of like, I don't know, just how I'm feeling right now. But recently I've had a few talks with like my boyfriend and like friends, and like how people don't feel like their emotions or how they're feeling is valid, and I just kind of wanted to talk about that. So I think no matter how you feel, your feelings are valid, even if you don't have like an exact reason to feel a certain way, if that makes sense. Oh, let me make this turn. Alright. So like, I had a girlfriend who was like, man, I really like this boy, but he doesn't like me, and like I don't know what I'm supposed to do. And I'm just like, okay, well, you should tell him how you feel, just because I think it's important for all of the people in that party to kind of understand where someone's coming from when they have that kind of feeling. Like, if you're attracted to somebody, I think that person has every right to know that you're attracted to them, especially if there's a chance that they might be attracted to you. And she was just saying that she didn't want to ruin her relationship and her friendship with him. And it's just like, if he's a real friend and willing to be a part of your life, then he'll understand where you're coming from, and he's not going to end a friendship just because you might feel attracted to him, even if he didn't feel that way, but you're not sure until you actually talk about it. So she was just asking me and my boyfriend, since the gentleman she's attracted to is my boyfriend's best friend. Anyway, so she asked him, like, hey, have you heard anything from your friend about like if he likes me or not, or whatever? And it's just like, you need to have a conversation about your feelings, and really your feelings are valid. And I was feeling a little bit upset yesterday. Was it yesterday? 2 days ago, just because I wasn't really feeling loved. Here's the thing, okay, back it up. I know I'm very loved. I know I know my boyfriend loves me and I love him, and I know that. But there's sometimes, like, the way I feel love is through quality time spent together. Like, my love language is quality time. And when I don't get that, even if it, like, even 10 minutes is great. That's all I really need. Like, even if I don't get those 10 minutes of, like, sitting together and just talking, like, I do not feel loved. Oops. So basically, the other night, just to kind of add to the story, but the other night I got home from work around like 8:30, because I get out at 8, and Josh had already been home for like 2.5 hours, and he already ate dinner, which is fine. I don't expect him to wait until 9 o'clock to eat dinner with me, especially when he's home by 6, you know? So we like didn't eat dinner together, and like he was in the middle of something when I got home, so we stopped what he was doing, talked to me for maybe 5 minutes, and then kind of went back to doing what he was doing. So I felt like I was just pushed to the side, knowing that he like didn't actually mean to make me feel that way. It was just like how I was feeling. Like, I know he didn't actually pushed me to the side, like he was in the middle of something. But again, just the way I feel loved is having that time together. So when I didn't get that time, I was like, oh, well, this is kind of shitty. Like, I don't feel very good about this. So I was just like feeling that way, and I have every right to feel that way just because my feelings are valid. Basically, overall picture, your feelings are valid. So then we had a conversation about it, and it's really important to tell people how you're feeling, because if you're just holding on to that, and I used to be really bad, and I'm like still pretty bad about like bottling my emotions and like not telling anybody how I'm feeling and just putting on a happy face and saying, no, I'm great. And recently I've said, why am I doing that? Why can't I be honest? And I realized it's just because I'm not like comfortable with how I feel, because I didn't think like, oh, well, I have no reason to feel this. It's too bright, I'm sorry. Like, I have no reason to feel this way, so I'm just going to feel it in myself and not tell anybody about that. Where in reality, it's very important to share how you feel, because if you don't, no one is going to know that you're feeling a certain way. Nobody can read your mind, and it's important to know that. Like, even the people that know you the most, like, can tell something's wrong, but if you say, no, really, nothing's wrong, and they stop there, then how are they going to know that you have something on your mind, or that you're upset, or, like, even if you're elated and you're, like, just really excited about something, but you're holding that in, it's like, just tell someone how you're feeling, even if you have no reason to be excited. That was the smallest blinker I've ever seen. Or, like, no reason to feel a certain way. It's okay to feel that way. Like, you can still have that emotion, even though there's no, like, reason with it, you know what I mean? But that's just what's on my mind today, and a little bit of yesterday. If you don't learn anything else from this really rambly car talk, it's that your emotions are valid, talk about your feelings, and I think, like, no matter who you are, I think everybody benefits from sharing how they feel. I mean, don't just share it with anybody. I don't think you should share your emotions with any person on the planet. Like, making a Facebook status about how you're feeling, like, doesn't do you any good. I think talking to someone you're close to, and someone that you genuinely care about, and someone that genuinely cares for you is very important to kind of get that emotion out there. I think that's the only way that, like, actually sharing your emotions is, like, a good idea, really, because if you're sharing your emotion with someone that doesn't really care about you, or, like, doesn't really care about how you feel, especially, like, if they don't, like, they can care, but if they don't care deeply, it's just, like, what's the kind of point, like, why are you giving me this information? But I think sharing information with someone that's important to you, especially if they're involved with that feeling, it's very important. So, again, lessons from today's very, 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 very chatty, weird, and probably a little bit annoying car talk is that your emotions are valid, talk about your feelings to somebody important, and make sure that you're doing things for you, basically. Like, I mean, here's the thing. If you really, really think that holding on to your emotions is doing you any good, then keep doing it. I thought that for a very long time, but when I learned that sharing my emotions and sharing how I'm feeling makes me feel better just because it becomes known that I'm feeling a certain way, I think that is better for me. So now I've been trying, it's really hard, honestly, but I've been trying to make sure, like, my emotions are known and my feelings are known. But do what's right for you. If you think that holding on to your emotions works for you, great. If you don't, great. But really, your emotions are valid, your feelings are valid, which is so annoying to say, but it's so true. Not enough people, I think, know that. But that's it for my car talk for today. Thanks for listening. It's probably really annoying and just, again, really rambly, but I like just chatting. So that's it. If you like this kind of video, please give it a thumbs up. And if you want to hear more, can't even talk right. If you want to hear more of my feelings, opinions, thoughts, or see any of my other kind of videos, like I like cleaning and home stuff, please feel free to subscribe, and I'll see you soon in another video.